So hopefully some of you guys can join now. And hopefully it might be a bit more stable. I don't know if it was like picking up junk data or who knows what. Okay, I should also look. Now that I've beaten it with the wizard, we just straight up get a 2 mana regen on every character. That's nice. Honestly, what I probably should have what I should have done is played Thief for this round. We'll do it later. Let's see. You need to do the console command for a bunch of people. Give me a second. 50. Oh, right. Give me a second. I probably have to relaunch the game. Sorry. Because it was set to 40 earlier. Okay, private, and trying again. Yeah, I had it set to 4 because when I coded to the game, it messed up. Okay, now. This should work. I hope. Please. We'll see. I totally forgot that was a potential. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're good. Alright. Well, looks like we got Dr. Bright in. So that was one of the stuck ones. Let me know if any of you guys are having trouble getting in. Because, yeah, we can always quickly launch a run with, we can always launch a run public and just have you guys join real quick before the undesirables join. I just wish I could set it as private, but with password. I miss the days where you could have a password on your game. 'Cause that was nice. Let's see, I see the shop stuff saved. Did the fountain save? Yep. We're all locked in. Let's see, do we have a single priest at this point? I actually don't... Oh, no, we got one. We got Steffa. Okay, we're good. Facility ready to commence. I think we're almost there. We're waiting for max damage and anybody else in chat? Yeah, Dr. Bright is level 1. We're gonna have some we are going to have some flimsies here. So for people that are just joining us, you might have to hang back a little bit, to be totally honest. I mean, if you guys were here for the beginning of the stream, I pretty much was sitting around in the back trying. Let's see, it says joining and trying without any luck. Okay. You will meet shield if you must. The problem is, if you meet shield, you die. And, then we have to res you. Like, the problem is, you meet shielding actually makes everything worse. Okay, so we got max damage. So you need a couple of minutes at most. Okay. Why don't we go... jeez. I'd say we could run the arena, because I don't want to leave Wildemar behind. And if we did a quick arena run, then Az would be ready. Yeah, our keys. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't do that. I just wish I could invite people as well. Because, yeah, it's just giving me launch game and watch game. Which is confusing. But yeah, no, that is a good point. I hate being patient. I'm the least patient person. So, Wildemar, is it just giving you the boot every single time or something? But yeah, let's not do the arena. You guys are totally correct about that. Otherwise, we can just try and get you on the next round, or I can set it to public. I don't know. What do you guys think? I do as you wish, Wander. We'll see. I mean, yeah, public might be hectic. That's my one worry. We might end up with a couple of people. I don't know if I have, like, kick commands in this game. Let's see. To help your patience, why not brainstorm a campaign for D&D? Oh, I know exactly what the next campaign I'm doing is. Probably, unless I get a better idea or, you know, my future people that I play with. It doesn't even show up when you try and join the game from Steam. It doesn't do anything, so yeah. It actually... Have you tried relaunching the game? Because it actually... doesn't... Does it not think I'm playing it? No. Try reloading the game real quick. Because one thing I noticed was, I straight up, like, can't join you, question mark? Previously, I had, like, some other options, but if it didn't work, I don't know. Worst comes to worst, you and Azarath do a couple of, like, lobby runs while we get in there. Let's see. Is there going to be a mass D&D? No, I don't think I'm ever going to do a mass D&D. I don't think I'm ever going to do a mass D&D series. Mass voice chat would be a nightmare. And honestly, like, the combat would be awful. No matter what, it would be bad. I prefer stuff where I can just invite you guys. No, not invite you guys. I'd rather do stuff where you guys, like, invent stuff. You know, item suggestions, weapon suggestions. You know, the occasional monster suggestions, stuff like that. Because that... like, that works better as kind of a fan inclusion type thing. As opposed to actually having people join. Because that'd be brutal. Oh my god, how many... do we just have... No, never mind. A bunch of people just have the same helmets. I was like, do we just have a bunch of paladins? Let's see. But yeah, would I have room for more? Probably not. I mean, truly, I've said this a billion times, but the main issue is I don't have room in my groups for people that aren't YouTubers and streamers, just because commentary is the most important part. Yeah, I missed listening to Wander play D&D. As soon as I'm back... what does this do? Oh, interesting. I can change New Game Plus from that. Hey, as soon as I'm back from PAX, I'm going to start putting out feelers for people. You know, to potentially play with. Yeah, also, if you aren't a YouTuber or streamer, you likely have other obligations, like jobs and such. Yeah. Okay. So, Azarath, just going to wait on you. If you could join, awesome. If you can't join, we'll just get you on the next round. And it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But no, I don't know. I have tried doing things with non-YouTubers and streamers, and it's just it's not worth it. I've tried, but it's not worth it. But anyway, so the next campaign I'm gonna do, unless the future potential party vetoes it, is I had this idea. Get Puffin Forest. I don't think he'd go for it. I mean, it'd be hilarious. But no, I'm probably gonna pull from people that are kind of local to me, just because. Because yeah, Puffin Forest D&D contest is hilarious, but I don't know the guy. I've never spoken to him before. And I only watch his videos. Let's see, did I plan for the item combos in my D&D campaign? Some, but mostly no. Almost everything I did, save for the map generation, was on the fly. Plot included. Yeah, I mean, I could send the invite, but I bet he gets a ton of invites from other YouTubers and stuff. And so it's like, he'd be an easy selection, but I don't know if he'd go for it. But no, I'm probably going to try and pull from people kind of local to me right now. Just because. Yeah, so maybe Stumped, maybe Moose and Joe, maybe... There's some other people, too. And I might... What I'll probably do is a couple of one-off campaigns, you know, like, at max 5-6 streams. And then, any more than that, you know, kind of have the plot have a beginning, middle, and an end in a fairly short period of time. And then, let's see. Azarath, how's it look on your end? Seeing as I think you're the last one we're waiting for. Unless you're in the game and I missed it. Because it looks like whatever's wrong with Wildemar doesn't look like it's going to get fixed. Oh yeah, I can make these. Probably not worth it. No, they're not worth it right now. 108 items in the game that you can make. That's cool. So you could do one-offs with continuity. Yeah, kind of. My goal is, you know, maybe some persistent characters. Maybe to the point where they reset, to level 1 every single time, or level 3 or something like that. Or just literally no one ever levels up, period. Let's see. Oh, I can see who's connected. Cool. Let's see. I still don't see Azarath on the list, so... Might have just wrecked him. Let's see. Integrate time travel into the plot. Oh, God. Time travel is messy. Hey, there's Azarath. Perfect. We've got our last one. Let's just wait until he shows up in town. Is it, nope. But no, time travel is something I am going to reserve for very, very limited experiences. Okay, there it is. Yeah, look up West March style games. I might do that. Yeah. But effectively, every micro campaign would probably, well, I mean, it could even be to the point where it's like, okay, this is going to be a harder campaign. Everybody's just level 10. So you might have the same character be level 10, level 3, level 4, level 20, all kind of in the same general thing. And it's just kind of like, how'd you get weaker? See ya, nerds, later. Oh, God. I'm not immediately immune to the effects of biting. Let's see. But yeah, a couple of, like, one-offs would actually make a massive difference, I think, in how I do content. Or not content, but, like, finding new people. Because one of the greatest problems I've run into recently, with D&D series-ish, is, I mean, one, there's a bridge for 1 gold. I'm sure there was more there previously, but still. Oh, hey, vendor's coin. That's nice. Let's see. But one of the problems I've run into is mild personality conflicts and, like, role-playing issues and whatever. And, you know, especially if I'm bringing in a bunch of people that potentially have never played D&D or not a whole lot of D&D. Oh, we lost Azarath already. Oh, no. He got the boot. Sorry, Az. Well, hope you enjoy in the meantime. We'll get you on the next round. Anyway, so, but yeah, I know, I saw Azarath got booted. Oh, you know what? Were you not in the game yet? I probably saw you standing around there. Well, honestly, we're gonna run into some issues. Just enjoy the game solo for a bit, and we'll just kind of speed through this, or die horribly because I'm not durable enough. We'll find out. Let's see. But yeah, just a couple of, like, quick one-offs and whatnot should help kind of smooth out personality problems, get people used to playing D&D and working together and so on and so forth. There's a bunch of other things that kind of go in the same vein. Because, like, it's so much easier to play D&D with people that are used to the whole thing, and like, so many people that are actually used to playing D&D, and you know, kind of have, like, a personal identity and whatever. One of the problems that I run into the most is actually players who actively roleplay characters that don't want to be there. And, like, there are times when character motivations change and the character doesn't want to be there, is not having a good time, which I can kind of understand. But but, like, I've had multiple campaigns. Almost every single campaign I've actually done in recent memory has had one player that straight up was just playing a player character that wasn't interested in the story, other characters, anything like that. And it's just like, I think I'd prefer to kind of iron out all the details before I do like a really big long campaign again. And then eventually, once I've kind of got the overall, like, everybody kind of used to things, then what I'm probably going to do is do one big long campaign. Maybe not even a big long campaign. I mean, hell, I could even do this with the one-off thing. Is I want to have a bunch of characters on a train. Very limited. And yeah, I set the fountain to remove secrets, so don't look for them. They're not there. I know they were nice, but they take too much time, and with a group this big, we shouldn't need them. There's imps, though, if we can find them. I didn't turn them off. I don't think I can. Find the imp! Oh, found him. I think head for Jerthanet. There's the imp. Imp. Gave me some keys. Heck yeah. Nothing fancy, but still. Let's see, what do we got? Pot helm, absolutely. Slippery cloak and ring of health. I'd like to get the other ones. They're pretty rad, but still. I played a character who no longer cared if he lived or not, and took crazy risks. That's different, though. Oof. Yeah, it looks like we're having some network issues. This game probably isn't terribly stable at this point. I might have faster internet, which should help, but network desyncs might kill some of you. I apologize. There's only so much I can do. Next time, I think I'll leave ore elevators on, just in case. It'd be pretty bad if we got to the point where most of the... or like half the characters aren't even still around. Let's see. Or, you know, most of the, I guess, better equipped characters. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, oh god, what was it? I had one character whose character hated magic. Absolutely. You know, did not like magic no matter what. And so her character more or less entered the tavern and immediately left and was just like, nope, I see a mage, I'm leaving. And I'm like, that is the worst character hook I've ever heard. It's not sustainable. You can't do a D&D campaign with a character that actively is like refuses to even be around the rest of the cast. That's not how it works. If you don't want to play a character that wants to be there, don't be there. That's just how it works. Yeah, the anti-mage and husband story? Yeah, that one. And like, honestly, I just more or less railroaded them straight into I just railroaded them straight into compliance, but it was not what I wanted to do. And so, like, I'm afraid that, you know, if I do another campaign, I might end up with that same issue of somebody just, wow. I'm afraid I'm going to run into the same issue of just somebody doesn't want to be there, or roleplays a character that doesn't want to be there and just becomes kind of miserable. Because I'd rather everybody kind of pretend that they're all friends in game, because it's supposed to be. Because I find the other thing is, even as a player, if I know even if I know I'm friends with another person, if their character is actually intentionally antagonistic over the course of a campaign, I'm gonna like him less as a person. And like, it's hard to get around that sort of thing. And sometimes you can, but, you know, I've worked with people. I had one party member once who we had, like, weird super homebrew character classes, and he was playing as a... Oh, no, this is a different thing. He was always... He would show up to D&D, usually play a rogue, hide almost immediately, and then do nothing over the course of the campaign, and just sit around making snappy comments at people. It wasn't, like, that bad. But it was just kind of like, why are you here? And then we had another guy who actively was, like, role-playing an evil character and against the party, and it's just like... That wasn't fun. Like, I want to be... I don't know. I want to be in a campaign where everybody's friendly and happy and whatever. Yeah, edgelord. Yeah, no, I haven't... Well, he wasn't even that edgelordy. He just was, like, for some reason, just not down for working with the rest of the party. But, yeah, sorry. The evil guy actively was working against the rest of the party and would, like, steal stuff and hurt people. And, like, boy, by the end of that, I wanted to just, like, slug him. And I realized it was all for role-playing, but, like, man, I can be a pest in the games I play, but I'm never actively antagonistic for any lengthy period of time. And, like, I can't see how people enjoy that sort of thing. Anyway, so to go back to my story-ish idea, I want to put a bunch of characters on a train. And obviously that sounds like kind of a silly thing, but effectively you're moving from, like, location to location to location. Maybe there's some, like, light episodicness to it, but it's a little bit more exploration based. You know, you go into, like, ancient ruins or like plundered cities, and you're trying to... Metro Exodus, the D&D campaign. Actually, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the D&D campaign. I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and I'm really excited that we're actually getting Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the Switch sometime this year. Because, like, that game is awesome conceptually. It's this, like, just a horrifyingly sad world. And I love it. It's the idea of you're going from these places to fill up your crystal lantern so you can actually bring it back to your town to keep your town from falling into darkness. And I want to play that as I want to play that as a D&D campaign. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. Well, I'll just let you guys do that. I was like, I should help, and I was like, nah. Let's see, if I played Call of Cthulhu, the tabletop RPG, not the PC game. No, I actually have never done a Call of Cthulhu campaign. And honestly, that might actually be part of the one-offs, is I might try out some other, tabletop, TTRPGs. Call of Cthulhu. I'd like to do some Warhammer 40k stuff. Just as kind of a fun thing. Yeah, Eberron has elemental powertrains. Yep. And so, like, effectively, stop to stop and then occasionally back to town is kind of like a means of keeping things maybe episodic, but also kind of grim. Grim-ish, but, like, not too grim. I like the idea of the players having something to go back to. An airship, a base, a something, and, you know, maybe some level of customization and whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, also, I didn't even realize that was Jazz there. But yeah, I love Eberron. That's by and far my favorite campaign setting ever. If I remember right, actually, isn't Hero Squad in Eberron? Or am I mistaken? I remember Price was sharing the map recently. Admittedly, my problem with anything is I don't like to use official campaign settings because it means I'm limited in what I can do with it. So if I want to have a world that is effectively plunged in darkness and you have to, like, take a train around, you know, I can't really do that in Eberron unless I, like, just, you know, bury everything and just be like, this is like in the end times after everything, you know, like, after a certain point, it's, like, why even have it in that setting? Wow, this is silly looking. Chop his knees off! He can't handle it! This is goofy shit. Wow, I got a lot of items from that, too, I think. It was like 2 or 3. Hey, Greater Ring of Rejuvenation and a Curio Box. I like those. But, yeah, I will admit, I haven't seen any episodes of Atomic Chef or Hero Squad. I probably should. I can't watch other people's D&D campaigns if I'm planning my own because I start incorporating ideas, and that's really bad. Because I'm not going to say I'm a filthy idea thief, but I am, sort of. I get inspired by other people, and it's bad, so it's like, it's part of the reason why you don't ever see me talking about, like, TV shows or movies, generally. Video games, obviously, I don't have much of a choice on. Though I'll admit a lot of my writing and campaigns and whatever are kind of reactionary to games and media that I actually rather enjoy, but don't feel fulfilled with. So, like, Grave of Man was definitely a little bit Dark Souls inspired, obviously. Yeah, your first D&D campaign, so having some hard settings helps with the homebrew story price created. I thought you guys started with D&D stuff. Or are you doing other tabletop stuff beforehand? Or is that just how Stumped met and you guys actually... I don't know. The history of Stumped is confusing for me. Mainly because I only like, ask occasionally. Oh, that Earthshaker is nice. Ow. 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 Probably actually use my healing potion. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably leave Paladin by the wayside. At least for a little while, maybe? I don't know. Whoa, potion. I do not know how... Woo. I'm assuming, Jareth, the reason why you can just, like, blitz through everything, I'm assuming, is because you're just charging left and right. Or you probably do boatloads of damage. D&D group, after years of play, switched over to Magic the Gathering. That's a weird switch. I mean, like, I kind of understand, just because you only have so much time, but, like... Ooh, that's kind of nice. I just don't see trading Dungeons and Dragons for Magic the Gathering. Let's see, isn't Paladin class upgrade armor increase? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see. Oh, had to kill a lonely skelly. I don't actually have to kill everything. Okay, we're making good time. I'm a little bit more worried about myself as a paladin just because I'm a little bit more killable than I'd like to be. Let's see. Like, being a mage, I can just run around and smack stuff. Once I get some more durability upgrades, I might feel braver. Main problem is I don't know what to do with a lot of these, like... I don't know what to do with a lot of these, like, heavier melee guys. Because they're, punchy. Oh yeah, yell if you guys see a fountain, because I'm just totally gonna forget. I think one of my other issues is I don't have a whole lot of points in charge. Or anything, actually. I mostly made it so I'd be impervious to ranged attacks. Which might not have been the wisest. It's probably okay. It's also making the game real laggy. I kind of wish you could actually hold down the charge button and it just was a sustain. And you just go as far and fast as you want. I used to do a decent chunk of damage and can just kind of burn some of these guys. Fountain. Okay. I mainly just want to know if there's a fountain on the floor. Because I have the bad habit of just totally forgetting. Let's wait for the mana to come back a bit. I almost wonder if it's the chargers, or I'm just taking projectiles to the butt. It's probably both. Did we lose Jirth? No, never mind, just typing. Shield is small and blocks small projectiles. What? What? What does that even mean? Oh, blah, 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 blah. What do we got down here? Nothing. Gotta find the fountain. Fountain's over there. Okay. I was probably even looking at the fountain when I was talking about getting the fountain, honestly. Oh, we got a shop. Yes. Okay, you can't stop every projectile. Yeah, it's fair. Ooh, Sandals of Swiftness. Sphere of Warriors? Nah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice. But I'd rather get the crit chance with skills. Probably immediately more useful. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I should talk more about my my D&D plot, but I think it's also I gotta get onto the other side of things, and I also gotta do it. Like, write things out and actually, like, kind of plan it, and just start the campaign. Because it's one of those where it's like, I couldn't talk about, like, plots and stuff, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, we had the question earlier about, like, how's your writing going, Wander? And the answer is, I mean, it's going. That's always going to be the persistent answer on all of these things. And it's like, I would like to be able to, like, keep up with the workload and demand and whatnot, but it is time consuming. There's a lot of things. There's so many things to do. Ooh, game is getting real choppy here. I think it's this specific zone has atrocious performance. Yeah, there it goes again. Oh, we lost probably max damage. Let's see, after this you might be done. After this floor or this run? Because honestly, I think after this run I'm gonna probably stop for the night. Shell and I think I want to make, I want to spend more time, watching that Love, Death, and, Robots series on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. It's mature. A lot of just, like, needless swearing and whatnot. And, like, I've seen more nipples, in that show right now. Woo. That's terrifying. I'm just gonna be over here for a bit. Let's get some mana back. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen more nipples in Love, Death, and Robots than I have in, like, months. And it's a lot of nipples. Well, okay, no, it's not a lot of nipples, but, like, look, I don't see nipples generally, so suddenly it's just, like, nipples everywhere. It's kind of weird. And, like, some of them are straight up just like, this video really didn't need, like, this. But I guess? Oh, I'm fighting against a commander. Go figure, I'm getting stuck a little bit. Gotta stay away from him. He is punchy. Yeah, watch out for the spin winners. They are pain. Okay, protective powers. Well, that would have been handy. I mean, it'll probably be handy in the next level too, but still. Thank. Yeah, I'll probably roll priest tomorrow. Because I think we're going to do this at least one more night. Because this is really fun. Let's see. No, fountain. Don't need the fountain. And tomorrow I'll probably roll priest, at least for a little while longer. Let's see, what is hand in that? Oh wow, we're here already? Sweet. Mine. There's something hilarious about this. Get back here, you wizardy nonsense. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're going for this one. There we go. Magic. Okay, spiked boots. Spiked boots are amazing. Also, extra gold gain. Very good. Yeah, well, after this, your priest should be tankier. Yeah, and with all the extra mana regen and whatnot, I should be able to do quite a lot of stuff. That should be fun. I don't know. Yeah, on the topic of Magic the Gathering, I think once Shell and I have a dining room table, I'm gonna get some kind of camera set up. And we might buy the occasional, like, booster pack or, like, deck or something and do a video on it. I don't think we'll be able to do streams. Well, we might be able to. Let's see, right. Can't block spectral projectiles. That's one thing I gotta keep in mind. The ghosts are dangerous to me. Ow. I think I actively walked onto that one a bunch of times like a dumbass. Oh. I guess I can't charge those guys for whatever reason. Alright. Oh. That's the enemy there. Oh, I must slay. Slay. I'm so glad that I can actually fight now. It was rough, but... I mean, mostly I'm just backing up and running over them repeatedly. That's how this works. Used to do a decent chunk of damage. Let's see. If you ever played with Shell, you'd watch that. My one fear is I know a lot of people would be like, "Water, you built your deck wrong." And I'm like, I bought this pre-made. Yeah, that's doing it wrong. Like, I don't know. I say, like, puzzle games scare me for YouTube and Twitch. But I could see streaming... I could see streaming, like, Magic the Gathering making people upset. I remember I tried streaming Hearthstone once. And I just had to bail on it, because it was not worth it. Whee! Oh, well, that didn't work. Whoa. Oh, that seriously didn't work. Okay, can't block those, but I've got enough armor that it don't matter. Ooh, paint! But no, like... I like me some Magic the Gathering, but I know the fan base for that game. That game and Warhammer get kind of over-passionate about it. But yeah, I tried playing Warhammer. Oh, not Warhammer, sorry. Hearthstone. Way back when it first was, like, coming out and everybody was really getting into it and whatnot. And I had to bail real fast. Because it was just like, people were not cool with, the decisions I was making at all. And it's like, it wasn't so bad, but it was definitely one of those where it's just like, I didn't want people breathing down my neck about how I was playing. I wouldn't recommend people do this, probably, unless you've got a lot of armor or whatever. Yeah, I've definitely got to do Priest next. Because I think Priest would actually be pretty effective. Well, not Priest would be effective, but I think Priest would be the most helpful thing to grab next. Let's see. Okay, we've got a fountain over on the other side. I get that it's impossible. It's hard not to correct people, but it's like, I don't know. It just kills my enthusiasm when everybody's like, "You're doing it wrong." You know, Baba's you. This is a poignant thing in my head right now, because it's just like, I'm currently subjected to the court of public opinion in the worst possible way for at least a little while while we're playing that game, and it's like, yeah. Come before the eyeballs eat us. Again.